You need to get out of here, Jasmine.
I would, but I'm not done with you yet.
The police are on their way, so you might want to go.
Oh, I don't give a goddamn about no police.
You need to leave right with your friends.
Oh, y'all gonna leave? Really?
Let me shoot this bitch.
Do it!
No! You!
This ain't over!
What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans, hope you're doing well. It's funny. I mean, after a long season of people asking and wondering, where's Jasmine? She finally pops up, but then she scurried off. And the question is Jasmine coming back? Hell yeah. She literally said this ain't over. But the question is, will Andy be her target, or will she focus on someone else, aka Gary? I think so. Now, before moving forward, you know the drill. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. Remember, if you are a frequent viewer, trust me, I know there's a lot of you here who watch my content, but you haven't subscribed. There's almost 70% of you. Hit subscribe because I'm trying to increase the percentage of my watch time that comes from actual subscribers. We're currently a little over 30%. My goal is to hit 40 by the end of the month. So once again, if you are not a subscriber, but you watch my content, hit subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, just watch the content. That's all you got to do. Really appreciate it. So we know that Jasmine and her two girls, let me get the names here. I want to be as thorough as possible because Gary mentioned their names at the end of the episode. It was Jill Parker and Macy Willis. And if the police report and all goes through, then everybody should be arrested, which begs the question of, if they're arrested, does that mean Jasmine won't come back by the end of the season? Who's to say she won't make bail somehow? Because remember, I'm still conflicted. I still love the scene. Don't get me wrong. The first 7 to 8 minutes of the episode were just, I loved it. From the beginning of the episode to when Hayden walks up on Fatima. But Andy was trying to explain to the two friends that Jasmine is lying, or she didn't tell the full story about how Gary doesn't even want her. She wants me, things like that. And then those two got into it. Well, first it was Jasmine who smacked her. Then the two girls were let loose on her. But again, I like I said in my review, Andy held her own better than I expected. Like she told Fatima, they were about to kick my ass. Yes, she got dirty and all, but remember, Andy was doing much better than I think anybody expected her to do. See, she was hanging in there until Fatima came in and really, things popped off. I think that as soon as Fatima rolled up, that's when Jasmine decided to jump in there too. So at that point, yeah, she was in a bad situation. So I will say this much. Don't count Jasmine out. Look, she was in the hospital bed at the end of season 1. And I'm still wondering why the hell she popped up when she did in season 2. And I'm like, it's only been a few days since the season 1 ended in regards to the show's timeline. How the hell did she recover so fast? That's honestly why I don't think she was fully involved in the fight, because if it was like pure one-on-one, I think Andy would have taken her, because I don't think she's made a complete recovery from the fall. But then again, this is Tyler Perry land, where David can magically walk around like his back doesn't hurt anymore after the explosion. So I think that Jasmine is going to come back. Gary kind of hinted at it towards the end of the episode, where he told Andy, I'll go handle her. And then Andy's like, no, don't do it. The last time he did that, remember what happened? Parking garage. I think that if Jasmine doesn't come after Andy first, either she's going to go after Gary first, or Gary's going to try to, find her to look for trouble or to squash any beef. And as a result, that's probably going to result in him getting hurt. Remember the last time, baseball bat, car on fire, mother's urn in the gas tank. So there is the final episode title called, give me one second. in the shadows. So I feel like that's a foreshadowing, no pun intended, of Jasmine getting revenge one way or another. I mean, she literally told Fatima when the gun was pointed at her, I ain't got nothing to lose. Do it. Shoot me. Go ahead. I ain't scared. So I think that this is definitely Jasmine going over the deep end. So I think, and remember, Karen threatened Gary that if you hurt my friend again, referencing Andy, I will shoot you. So you got Fatima with a gun pointed at Jasmine, and she's like, I ain't got nothing to lose. And then, I don't know. I feel like things might actually start to look up for Gary and Andy, but then that's when Jasmine's going to step in and F it up. So that's my thoughts. I think Jasmine will return either in the finale of season 2 or at some point in season 3. Just my opinion, because she's, like she said, this ain't over yet. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember, if her friends got arrested or whatever, I doubt they'll be with her the second time she tries to go after Andy and or Gary. Technically third time. So I feel like if you look back at season 1, after she fired Leslie was kind of her emotional anchor to keep her grounded. Once Leslie was out of the picture, that's when she, you know, did what she did to Gary's car, and then that led to her falling off the parking garage, hitting him with the baseball bat. So about her girls there to well, I don't think her girls really were there to keep her in check. When she's left to her own devices, she's quite dangerous. So she probably graduated from a baseball bat to a gun. So I think we're probably going to see a Melinda from Acrimony here, where Gary and Andy possibly elope or something, and then she pops out of nowhere and shoots him. Just my opinion. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I can't wait to see my girl Jasmine back. Her bangs definitely look thicker than they did in season 1. That's kind of sexy. All right, guys. Make sure if you want to donate to the channel, you do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video.